are Jane and Dornford Roberts, and we have the territories of Plymouth, Cornwall and Torbay. So Plymouth and Cornwall we originally took on in February 2017, and Torbay we added later in 2020, and our territories now run from Dawlish in Devon across, sort of, you can imagine a line from Dawlish to Bude, and then all the way down to Penzance.
Before joining Betterclean, I was a solicitor from 1984 to 1996, and after that I retrained as a financial advisor, which I retired from about 6 or 7 years ago before I took on the Betterclean franchise.
And I was a barrister, and I stopped doing that, sort of left the law in about 2011. At that point I didn't know what else I was going to do, so I tried a few things for a while. I trained to teach Pilates, which I still do, and then in 2017 we found Betterclean, and since then that's what we've done.
I wasn't particularly interested in a franchise opportunity. It was really a sort of happy coincidence, I suppose, that when we found the Betterclean franchise for sale, it was a franchise.
We were looking for a small business that we could run, and we had actually looked quite seriously at several businesses, but they'd all had issues with them, which were things we didn't want to take on or deal with. And when we found Betterclean, that really fitted what Dornford in particular at that time was looking for, and it just happened to be a franchise.
I had always wanted to run my own business, so after I retired from financial services, I was on the lookout generally to acquire a small business that I could run. Wasn't particularly a franchise, but just looking for something suitable in the right area.
What attracted us to the Betterclean, the franchise resale, was that we were looking for an up and running business. We had expertise broadly of running businesses, and so felt we were able to take on something that was already up and running. The fact that it had the benefits and the support of the franchise was a plus, but we wanted to take something that was up and running and then work with it and see what we could do with it rather than start from scratch. Cleaning in many ways was ideal for us because it would use the expertise we already had of running a business without needing really serious expert knowledge such as an engineering company or something like that.
The reason we chose Betterclean was that it fitted in with what we were looking for in terms of a business. It was essentially quite a straightforward service to be offering, and then having made the inquiry and met with Dan, the franchisor, and had discussions and meetings with him, we felt that we could work with him. On top of that, it seemed like a very good support package for a reasonable cost and ticked really all the boxes that we were looking for. I found the training to be very informative. It was involving, it was fun at times, and I feel that it really gave a good flavour of not just what the service was that we were offering, but what it was to be part of a Betterclean franchise. And I came away from it thinking that this was something that I would really like to get involved with. What I enjoy most about being a Betterclean franchisee is that it enables me and us to run our own business, but it feels very much like being part of a team. There's support always available. There are people involved who have considerable experience in the business, and it feels like you're supported and almost like part of a family, really. It's a size where it doesn't feel too big, you don't feel anonymous, and you feel part of the whole setup.
Growth projections now, we're in June 2022, are very much on track. It's, I think, the cleaning industry as a whole, and our business specifically with Betterclean, is doing very well. We are continuing to get new contracts, and current ones are thriving. One of the real advantages, I think, has been in the recent past with the pandemic and lockdown, is that this franchise in particular, and our business in particular, did really very well. And one of the main reasons for that was there are such low overheads. So there's really very little in the way of overheads. I mean, there's vans and equipment, and maybe some people have a small office. We work from home, as I think many of the franchisees do, which enabled us to continue as a service industry without enormous damage to our business. And one of the reasons for that was the very low overheads and the modest costs of being part of a franchise.
Work-life balance is a very subjective thing. I think it means different things to different people. But overall, yes, we believe we have the right balance. And I think that has come about by the fact that we've now got the business of a size where we feel that it's more under our control, if that makes sense. We have a management and a team structure in place where we're able to delegate responsibilities to other members of staff so that we can get on with the overview of the business and sort of making the more strategic decisions. And we don't now have to get involved in the actual physical cleaning, which we were obviously happy to do at the beginning when the business was growing. But I think it's more a question of having the business running the way that you want it to be running for us, rather than a work-life balance, but probably one follows the other, and feeling that the business is how we want it to be enables us to sort of feel content that our life overall is how we want it to be.
For our future with Betterclean, I think we are hoping to continue very much on the path we're on now. We've already have 3 territories. We're not thinking of adding a 4th at the moment, but I'd never say never. But that's not particularly in our plan. But our plan is to run the business as well and efficiently as we possibly can, and to continue to grow within the territories that we have.
Say to anyone looking to buy a Betterclean franchise is do it. It's an essential service. It's a very good support system at a reasonable price. You feel very much part of a team. It's big enough to feel as though you're part of something substantial, but at the same time, it's small enough for you to feel that you have a value within it and an input. And also, you're providing a cleaning service, which is essential, and as far as we can see, has a very good future to it.